Hello, how y'all doing? Welcome to Way Back Wednesday. And this time we're going to conclude the Matchbox Major Pack series with numbers M6 through M10. What you're looking at right now is M6A, issued in 1960. This is called the Pickford's 200-ton transporter. That's a pretty cool thing right there now. Let's unhook it here. That's all one piece right there. Look at that. This, I'll tell you what, let's zoom out a little bit so you can see it better. Pickford's. It says Crane 200-ton transporter, made in England by Lesney. Major pack number 6. And this little truck, man, is really cool. That is a cool little truck. And this is a Scamble 6x6 tractor. Pretty neat. Let's hook him up, if I can, while this thing's spinning around. There it goes. Now, what would be really cool if we had something to go on top of it? How about a crane? How about that? Now, there you go. We're ready to get out in the dirt and play. That's really pretty cool. M6A, Pickford 200-ton transporter, 1960. Well, they stayed with M6B, and they made a change in 1965. And let's make room for him. And this was the final major pack that they issued. And this is the BP racing car transporter. Now, you know, they also made this as a king size. It's exactly the same thing, except it says it different on the bottom. Racing transporter, BP. That's a really cool toy. Let's see on this one, you can see it says Major Pack, number M6. This comes off. And it says on there, it says to pull. And it raises up, so you can put 2 cars on it. And it goes that way. Isn't that cool? That's really neat. Car transporter. 1965. So this was the last major pack. You see inside there? Nice one. Really like that. I like all those BP set pieces that they made. All right, next up we've got M7, M7A. And this is a Jennings cattle truck, issued in 1960. It's got gray plastic wheels, tailgate in the back. It's pretty cool. This one should come apart. It does. And there's the truck. And it's a Tim's Trader, number 7. See all that? And then take a look at the base, or the trailer. Cattle truck, number 7. Gray plastic wheels. Let's hook them back up. Head to the stockyard. All right. Next up, number M8. M8. Mobilgas petrol tanker. Issued in 1960. I just love these tankers. I'm going to get you in there a little bit. Well, let's just hang on. We got something big coming. This one, same thing. They all come off. That was a neat little invention they did to get those to come off and on. Anybody can do it. Now, this is a Thornycraft tractor, or Thornycroft. Let's look at the bottom. Major pack number 8. And it says Thornycroft 2,400 gallon trailer tanker. It's a cool one. All right, in 1964, they made a change. This time they went a little bit bigger. You've got a Guy Warrior car transporter. That's why I didn't zoom in. Guy Warrior car transporter, 1964. Farnborough, Measham. Car auction collectors. You don't think that that's the same as the Measham auctions they have in the U.S. You know, I just now thought about that. But that's a cool one. Guy Warrior. This one, of course, the back, you can drive your cars up there. Now, this one here does not come apart. It's peened over. And it says, right there, Guy Warrior tractor, number 8. And same thing on the bottom. Gray plastic wheels. They kind of jumped in size on that, didn't they? Went a little bit aggressive from that little guy to that big one. All righty. Next up, number 9, M9, the Hendrickson double freighter. Now this sucker is a long one. Look at there. Hendrickson double freighter, 1962. Cooper Jarrett Incorporated. Chicago. That's pretty cool there. Let's see. Let's get some stuff off of here. There we go. Let's get the tractor off. Got the horns on the top, and that says relay on that grill. That's one I've never heard of. What's that say? Hendrickson tractor. Number 9. Those are cool, double. Now let's see if we can't get this off. Let's see. Now they think of everything, because you got to turn that at an angle. Now I know it comes off there. Let's see. This angle. Right there. That's cool. And there's the base. Interstate double freighter. the opening doors. And the same thing on this one, except this one has the wheels on the front. And they come off too. How about that? So these two containers are the same. And you got this piece, the piggyback, that connects them. And the wheels, the tires say Lesney, England on them. And that is what I call cool. So you could just drive around with one if you wanted. So that is M9A 1962 Hendrickson double freighter. All right, we got one more. M10, issued in 1962, the Dinkham dumper. The Dinkham dumper. M10, 1962, the last of the major packs. The last number. And this one, I don't think it comes apart either. Nope. Look at that. The Dunkin' Donuts dumper. Pretty cool. Oh, one of the wheels, that's typical. That's the first one of them that has come off on me. That's a cool look, but it just didn't work very well. Well, I got one more I want to show you. Remember last week on that tank transporter, it needed treads. And I thought, you know what am I waiting on? So I cracked it open and I put the treads on it. I call that a preservation. I've had those rubber tires over there for years. Centurion tank, Mark III. I didn't fool with the barrel on it. I didn't want to push my luck. Well, there you have it. The Matchbox Major Pack, M1 through M10. 2 parts. You can go back and check the playlist and see part 1. Tell me what you think of all these major packs. Love to hear from you. And I'll see you next Wednesday with another Way Back Wednesday. Have a good one.